Paris when we could hug.
I did a lot of things in Paris. I haven't done it a lot.
I see you've been busy filling the void.
Yeah. I told you I was learning French.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I got on this language exchange platform and met a dude.
A dude on a language app? Who meets a guy on a language app?
Well, because we're exchanging language.
What's his language?
It's French, but he's totally fluent in English.
Does he live here?
No, he lives there.
So he's Parisian. You got a Parisian. Why are you meeting people on the other side of the world?
Well, I don't know.
Why not, right? My Big Fat Fabulous Life is back. A new season, a new home, and a new love. Dancing all the way to France is Whitney Way Thore. Whitney, welcome. I'm so glad you can join us. I'm so excited about this.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, Whitney, lots of big changes since last season. We saw you live through the pandemic and your relationship with Chase. It was a lot, but things are looking up now. How's it going?
Yeah, everything is going pretty well. Like everyone else, I'm just kind of trying to navigate my way through this weird pandemic time. But I think, having a love interest definitely has helped that a lot.
Yeah, of course. So you moved back to Greensboro and you're closer to friends and family. How's that been?
It's been wonderful. I felt really isolated during the first part of the pandemic while I was living in Charlotte, and it made everything just so much harder. So to be home and to be vaccinated and to be able to have traveled a bit while we could has been really nice.
Yeah, your business, No BS Active, has had a bit of a change, right? No more Ryan. Your trainer, Jessica, is now part of the team. Tell us about it.
Yeah, partnering up with Jessica has been the best thing I ever did. We are expanding to a new platform. We're developing an app that should be ready to launch very soon. I don't have an exact date yet, but we're really excited to do that, just to streamline everything and be able to reach more people. And it's been amazing.
Okay, so at the top of this interview, we said bye-bye to Chase, right? We know that your relationship with Chase ended. Talk about your love life. Who's this new person?
Well, I think it's a quintessential pandemic activity to kind of fall in love with people who live across an ocean. I think one thing COVID taught us was that we're all just really seeking connection. And I think, all turned to the internet in ways that we may not have before to find that connection. And so it's definitely not something I would have anticipated, but it's something I'm glad that I pursued. There are a lot of ups and downs all throughout the season, which you'll be able to see. And I did actually just return from Paris yesterday. Ooh. So the relationship has moved from virtual to 3D.
That's great. So do the cameras actually follow you there? Do we get to see that?
I documented a lot of it myself, but it's just complicated. It's hard to navigate any kind of long distance relationship, especially with the state of the world right now. So, you just have to kind of follow along and see where it all ends up.
Yeah, totally not easy. Okay, so in our social media world, body shaming happens, right? How do you handle the unwanted comments? Lizzo just shared how negative comments can ruin what could be perfectly happy moments.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think it's important. Whenever I complain about negative comments, people often say to me, well, if you're happy, why does it bother you? And to relate to Lizzo, I would say that it doesn't matter how happy we are, how confident we are. We don't want to be abused, harassed online or otherwise. So I think it was really strong of her to come out and say, yes, this affects my life and it's unacceptable, because a lot of us feel afraid to do that. We feel like we kind of have to be positive all the time. And just because we're affected by fat phobia doesn't mean that we're not happy within ourselves. Unfortunately, no matter what we think about ourselves, it doesn't change the way that other people will treat us. And that's a hard thing to understand. I think when you kind of self-actualize and become happy, you want everyone to be on that ride with you. And unfortunately, they're not.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you said. Hey, anything new with Mom that we learned this season?
Babs is a walking catastrophe, so we keep her on a short leash, but she's doing well.
I do love her. Whitney, thank you so much for joining us. We're running out of time. You can check her out, her new show, the new season, TLC, for a new season of My Big Fat Fabulous Life. It airs tonight. Set your DVRs. Whitney, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck to you. Can't wait to see what happens.